Here. Joe is here, yay!
Hello, I am Joe Stafiri, and I will be reciting an excerpt from William Shakespeare's Hamlet, written in 1602. Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier had spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hand, thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings. I would have such a fellow whipped for overdoing Termagant. It out Herod's Herod. Pray you avoid it. Be not too tame neither. Let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, that you overstep not the modesty of nature. Okay.
Ooh, deep breath. Let those hands be free, Joe.
So
There you go.
This is from Hamlet, which is an interesting play written by Shakespeare, because in Hamlet, Hamlet's father is murdered, so he's putting on a play within the play to try to guilt the murderer into, he's basically recreating the circumstances of his father's murder in an effort to guilt the murderer into confessing to this, and then chaos ensues. It's quite interesting. I'll have to read it one day. In this scene, Hamlet is instructing all of his students and actors basically on how he wants them to deliver their lines. He's basically saying, I read it in a very serious but also menacingly way with certain lines he has. My favorite line is, oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings. I would have such a fellow whipped for overdoing Termagant. The fact that he took it to the extent of, if you misdeliver my lines, I would have you whipped, just shows how serious he is about. He's like a director with an iron fist. Do not overact. Don't do too much, And to this day, scholars debate that this is actually Shakespeare himself speaking through Hamlet to actors that basically do his plays. Don't overact. Suit the action to the word to the action. We've all seen cheesy sci-fi movies, D-list celebrities where they're like Sharknado. They're overacting, it's horrible, this and that, versus top tier actors that deliver their lines believably. And that's essentially what this is. It's a director talking to his actors, explaining to them, don't overact. Please don't. If you're going to just, say my lines as if you're the town crier, just don't even try. So yeah, that's what I got out of this, and I really enjoyed it. It's I like the whole tone of him just kind of just threatening his actors. It was just funny to me, and yeah, that's my reading.
Thank you. Joe, who needs to hear this? Who should hear this?
Anybody that's gonna act or be in a play, basically. Although it's written in Old English, it's very good advice, basically. Speak the lines trippingly on the tongue, speak them naturally. Overdoing Termagant, it's basically overacting this and that. Let your own discretion be your tutor. We all kind of know if we're overdoing it or if what's naturally, so I feel it's just good advice for anybody that's gonna go into acting.
What about this class? Do you think people tend to overdo it or underdo it in this class?
I think we all underdo it just because for a lot of us it's our first time speaking in public in class, and it is nerve-wracking. Even right now, my heart rate went from resting to through the roof while I was reciting that. So I think we all just get nervous because we're not used to it and then underdo it or get uncomfortable up there. So yeah.
Thank you.